Welcome to Tech Learners. Today we will discuss arithmetic operators, the category unary operators and increment and decrement operators. In the previous lecture we had talked about the arithmetic binary operators. So let's see, there are two unary operators and two increment decrement operators. The unary plus operators, which will provide a value to the positive value. So this can be applied on a literal as well on a variable. The other is unary minus operator, which will negate the value. This also can be applied with a literal and can also be applied with a variable. The other operators are increment operators. Increment operators increment the value of a variable by 1. So we have two categories, post increment and pre increment. Post increment says first we should use the old value of the variable and then the value should be incremented. The pre increment says first we should increment the value of the variable and then we should use that incremented value. Similarly, we have a decrement operator. So decrement operator decrement the value by 1. So it will decrease the value by 1. It also has two categories, post decrement and pre decrement. Post decrement says first we will use the old value of the variable and then we will decrement the value of the variable by 1. Pre decrement says first we will decrement the value of the variable by 1 and then we will use this new decremented value. Let's see all these operators in a program. So this is a program where I have used all the operators. You can see I have taken an integer variable and I have used the plus unary operator. So this should provide the positive 4 value. The output of A should be positive 4. The other variable is 45. I have used a minus operator. So the resultant should be a minus 45. Similarly, minus 34 can be stored into a D variable. So this will be minus 34. Minus of A, that means the minus operator has been used with the variable here. So the value of A was plus 4, but the unary minus is applied. So this will be minus of 4 stored into E. So let's first check these 4 outputs in the program. So let us see the output. So you can see these are the outputs of the program. Let us compare, right? So you can see the first value is plus 4, system.out.println A plus 4. Next is with the minus operator minus 45. D, the value of D is minus of 34 and the value of E, that is minus of 4. So this is the output of the unary plus and unary minus operator. In the same way we can use these operators with the other numeric data types like short, byte, float, double and others numeric data types. Now let's talk about the increment and decrement operator. So first we will talk about the increment operator, pre-increment operator. So I have an integer variable with value 5. So this is a pre-incremented, means first we will increment the value and then we will use. So the 5 will be first incremented by 1. So IA will become 6 and the 6 should be printed. So let's check the output of this. So we can see right, these were the outputs of the unary operators. Then this is 6. So now let's talk about whether we can apply this increment operator with the character variables also. Yes, we can also apply this with the character variable with the same fundamental. I have used a character variable where I have stored character A. So small a has the ASCII code of 97, and if I apply a plus plus, so this will increase from 97 to 98. And the character at 98 position is B. So the output of this should be B. So let's see, let's check the output of this. So you can see that the output of this is B. right. So this is B. So we can also apply the increment or decrement operators on character variables also. Let's check whether we can apply increment decrement operators with a string S. So let's see. On compilation it will give us the error. What is the error? Bad operand type. Yes, the unary operator plus plus is not suitable for strings, so we cannot apply unary operators increment decrement plus and minus with the strings. Now let's talk about post increment operator. So this is 5 and I have applied a post increment operator on IA. This means first the value of the variable will be used and then it will be incremented. So you can see in this output it should print only 5, but on the next time whenever I'll print the value of this variable, it will be incremented value from 5 to 6. Now let's check the output. Let's check the output of these values. You can see, right, the old value was 5 and then the incremented value 6. So these were the output of the increment post increment operators. Now let's check about decrement operators. So this is DA. I have used a value 5. First we will see pre-decrement. So again the same definition. First the value will be decremented and then the value will be printed. And in the post decrement, first the previous value will be used, then the variable will be decremented and then the new decremented value will be used. So let's see the output of these three: pre-decrement, post-decrement. Now let's check the output. So you can see, right, so this is 5 and first we had used the pre-decrement, so it will decrement the value till 4. Next, post-decrement, the original value 5 and then we will print the decremented value 4. So this is how the decrement operator will apply. Can we apply both the operators together on single variable? So let's see what the compiler says. No, you cannot apply unexpected type. So this is not allowed, that you cannot use both the operators on single variables. Now let's see some expressions. Here we have three variables: A is 0, B is 2 and C is 3. Now what will be the output of this? A is equal to plus plus B plus C plus plus. Let's see. So this is pre-increment, which says first increment the value. So this 2 will be incremented and here it will be applied as 3. Now this is C++, post increment. It says first use the variable and then increment. So here the value of C will be the original value, that is 3. So 3 plus 3 should be 3. So now this is the value, 3 plus 3 should be 6. So this should be 6 here. And after that the B will be 3 as it is incremented, and then C will be 4. So the output should be 6, 3 and 4. Let's check the output. We can see, right, this is 6, then next is 3 and next is 4. So this is the output of these three values. Let's continue with some more expression. Right, this is my second expression where the values of variables are A is 0, B is 2 and C is 3. So what is the expression? A is equal to minus minus B plus C minus minus. Again, this is pre-decrement. So first we will decrement the value of B. So this will be 1. So 1 will be used here. And in this case it is post-decrement. So we will use the old value of C, that is 3. So 3 will be used here. And later on C will be decremented to 2. So this will be 1 and this will be 3. So the result should be 4. The value of A should be 4. And decremented value of B, this should be 1, and decremented value of C, this should be 2. So let me write some string for identification, and now let me compile and see the output of these values. So you can see, right, this is 4, 1 and 2. Okay, let's see some more expressions. Oh, this is the third one. Again, I have initiated the values A as 0, B as 2 and C as 3. Let's talk about A is equal to B plus plus and then B. Now what will be the output of this? So this is B, post increment. So here first we will use the old value of B, that is 2. Now what will be used here? Yes, because now B has been incremented. So this will take value 2 and this B will take value 3 because this is on the right hand side of the expression. So this will be 2 and this will be 3. So the resultant should be 5. So now the value here should be 5. This is my third expression. So let me write 3 for the identification. Let me compile and check the output. So right, this was 5 and then it was 3. So you can see how we use the increment and decrement operator in the same expression. One time the B is taken as the old value 2 and once it is incremented, now we will be using the new value of the incremented B, that is 3. So 2 plus 3 was 5. Let's see another expression. Again I have initiated the value A as 0, B as 2 and C as 3. Now let's see B plus B plus plus, right. So this is B, simple, old value of B, that will be taken as 2. Now this is plus B post incremented, that means again we will take the old value of B and later on this value will be incremented. So here B will be 2, here B will be 2 and later on whenever we will print the value of B, this will be incremented value, that is 3. So this is my fourth expression. So let me write the expression just to check. Let me compile, close and execute. Right, this was 4, 2 plus 2 and then the incremented value, that is 3. Let me explain one more expression. Here it is A is equal to 3, B is 2, C is 3 again. Now this is a little bit more complex expression. A is equal to B plus, within the bracket B plus plus multiplied by B. So what will be the value of B here? The old value, which is 2. What will be the value of B here? The old value, which is 2. Now the B is incremented. Once the B is incremented, we will use the new value. So here it will be used as the new value of B, that is 3. So this will be 3, this will be 2. 2 into 3 is 6. And then we will use the old value, 6 plus 2, that is 8. So the expression is evaluated from left to right. So this is how we used to do it, and BODMAS will be applied in this. So let me show you again. This is the old value B, that is 2. Here we have used post increment, so we will use 2. And now the B is incremented, so we will use the new value, that is 3. So 3 into 2, that is 6, and 6 plus 2, that is 8. So the output of this should be 8. So let me check. This is my fifth expression. So the output of this should be 8. Right, this is 8. So you can see how we will be using the unary plus, minus and increment and decrement operator. You have to be very careful with increment and decrement operators. If you have any confusions, feel free to comment and ask and clarify your confusions on increment and decrement operators, especially pre and post on both.